It's time for AggroChat, the official podcast of the Tales of the Aggronaut blog and stalwart gaming community, where we talk about stuff and things, and the stuff about the things, and sometimes gaming. I'm Belghast, and let's start the show.
Hey folks, it's that time again. Time for another episode of AggroChat. This is episode 535. Tonight I'm joined by Ammo.
Hello.
Ashgar.
Hello.
Grace.
Hello.
Kodra.
Shaw.
Damn.
Hello.
And Thalen.
Hello.
So this week, we got a new Last Epoch season.
Yay.
And
Gamescom was this week.
Gamescom was also this week. Next week is a Path of Exile 2 season, or League, whatever.
Yay. Wait,
It's till Last Epoch.
Yeah, so the big thing that came around with Last Epoch is we got an expansion of the actual campaign by another act, and also a bunch of minion Q&A, or quality assurance. QOL, there, that's what I'm going for. Thank you. And like, I don't know, like the changes to Necromancer are significant.
And extremely welcome.
Like, the biggest problem with Necromancer up until this point was just general survival. Like, all of the Necromancers I created always felt super squishy, and now there's some support in the tree that actually gives you some decent survival based on the number of minions that you have active. Also, just in general, like, since they got rid of snapshotting, which is the act of putting on one set of gear, summoning all your minions, and swapping your gear so that the minions snapshot like the highest life possible. So they got rid of that, but as a result, like, almost all the minions got buffed.
This applied to Primalist minions too. Brand new tree basically for the bear, and tree updates for the raptor and the sabertooth. Wolves ate a tiny bit of a nerf, but whatever.
Yeah, on the Necro side, basically, like, everything has threshold nodes now in the trees, which is nice in that, yeah, that was a thing that they added into some of the later classes, but then, you know, older class designs didn't have that, so that you're basically getting some ability if you spend X number of points in a specific node on a tree.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good survivability to get there too. There's a bunch of like crit damage reduction and various ways to get additional health and health for your minions.
And we can also have a T-Rex minion that screams constantly.
He needs a little bit of love. He needs to stop screaming all the time.
Like,
he just has a lot of feels.
Like, it's cool that it sounds like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park screaming over the banner as it falls, but maybe it doesn't need to happen every few seconds.
Yeah, like you
That seems like a lot.
You encounter these mobs in the new campaign, and it's great. Like, it feels very cool. But then you get this item, and you can summon one for yourself, and he screams like every 3 seconds, and it is not okay.
Yeah, it basically does a war cry buff, and every time it drops off, he screams again and reapplies it to all your minions, and like, it is too strong not to play with. But also, yeah, it's like, if you're playing minions, you want to use this minion.
There are other options. Well, at least on Primalist.
There are, but this is a really good one, and it's really fun. I want to play with it. I just need him to chill slightly.
Yes, he reminds me too much of like a goose honking at everything.
My thought, like, I do want to go with the T-Rex on my current Beastmaster build, but the Frog Helm is another strong contender.
I've not even really looked at any of the other options because I like narrowed in on the T-Rex from the beginning. So what does the Frog Helm give?
It gives +2 companion limit.
Okay.
And says that If you do not have companions up to your companion limit, you get frogs. Fill the gap.
Okay. I'm playing with
And it
an
has
item.
some other stats on it, but like I have like a swarm of frogs actually.
I'm playing with an
That
item that
sounds
technically
delightful.
went in last league, but did not play with it last league, and it is amazing. Tolmat's Incorrect History of a Terra. This might be
So
my new
good.
favorite item, because like it summons a minion and it changes minions every so often, and they're all wrong. Like I am sitting in the hideout right now, and I have Eye of Roger instead of Eye of Rye.
Yep. I have an immortal ear instead of an immortal eye.
Love it. That's so silly.
Cuddly Purple Dog is the best one, and it's one of the hideous void creatures.
I will say you get not those items, but like the T-Rex, and there's an item that I was like, oh, this item is going to be absolutely ridiculous on my explosions build, but you get them because they added in a new hot furry Einar.
Yeah. So basically, like, I mean, there's obviously the Einhar reference because it does seem like the beast mechanic from Path of Exile with Einar, but like it's really more metamorph from Path of Exile, where over the course of time you're building a really stupidly powerful beast, and then you get a necklace that will summon it.
Including me not looking at what the actual thing is to fight and looking only at the reward line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I actually did metamorph in Path of Exile, and while I have definitely done quote unquote Einar, like understanding how to make use of Einar in Path of Exile is something I am still not skilled enough for.
Okay. Yeah, Einhar is mostly a crafting mechanic.
Well, that's before they added the beasts that you could only get in the like 8 div Einhar maps to other ways to get them. Was there what was the point of Einhar?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, like there was like that was how you did
Blast scavengers.
imprints. Like that's split bees. That's
Split
how
beast
you,
and imprints were already a thing.
also like remove a prefix, add a suffix, remove a
I think
suffix, add a
those
prefix.
are only in the new map. The memory, if I remember correctly.
Well, the memory doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
So it's just now a pool thing.
wait, why they removed memory?
Memories don't exist anymore in Path of Exile. They took that mechanic and made it part of the League rebuild, like their memory
Kirak.
echoes. No, for the new guy that I can't remember the name of, Xana's brother.
Yep.
Yeah, so like all of those, but Kirak missions do have what the old memory echo things used to be. But anyway, like this is way more metamorph. It's like a better version of metamorph, but also like it's really fun.
And it's very simple to understand, like once you've actually
Yep.
read the text and not
Yes.
not just like, oh, this.
Well, because I couldn't figure out why they kept getting so much tougher, and I'm like, this is like these are just awful. These are wrecking me every time, or coming close to wrecking me. Before I realized that, over the course of like a bunch of summons, I am building a stupidly powerful beast that eventually will stop getting bigger, and then drop this crazy amulet that I would use regardless, because it gives you +4 to all attributes and +4 to all resistances and +2 to all your skills, and summons the creature that you just created to fight for you anytime you're fighting a boss or a champion and you get it below 40% health. And it's this whole kaiju moment feeling whenever it summons it, but also you can kill them too fast.
Yeah, I keep killing the enemies too fast and it never summons, and it makes me sad. But then I started a new character and also gave it one of these necklaces, and boy, that was great. And now it summons it all the time.
What's the
Yep.
level requirement on the necklaces?
Not
I was gonna say, is there one?
level 11.
Ooh.
They're amazing twink fodder.
So what do these necklaces give you the special drops every time, or do you have to reforge them?
The beast, every time it shows up in a zone, gives you whatever drops you've selected for it.
Ah,
But when it fights for you, it doesn't drop anything.
And if you want another necklace, you have to go through the process of basically evolving the beast 5 times again, and then that last time that you fight it, it will have a chance of dropping the necklace. I think it's guaranteed the first time, and it's a chance after that.
And the actual number of times is variable, because like I've had 4s and 5s and 6s so far, where you have to do 6 evolutions before you fight the final version and get the necklace. But they're cool, like, and I like that all of the chase uniques that are build defining uniques, because you can only get one of these primal uniques. You just buy them from the vendor. Like, it takes a while to rat hole enough currency to buy one, but I think that will also be not a big deal. I lucked out and I got a +3 minion skill on my Tyrant Skull. So that, I think that's the one that I'll be using forever, unless I start throwing them in the Nemesis eggs, trying to get LP on them.
I mean, I'm definitely going to do that stupid thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, like, that's going to be the primary thing to get when you're repeating this process, is just the better versions.
See, that's the thing that I like about the Last Epoch system, is like, it's very easy to get a build online, but there are levels within levels within levels of perfection of build if you want to keep going. And to some extent, like, that is a thing in Path of Exile, but mostly it's earn currency so that you can buy the slightly better items.
well, the problem with Path of Exile is it's so easy to have, like, gotten to a point where you have a Rube Goldberg machine, and, like, upgrading anything is just a nightmare.
Yep. Well, there's also, like, okay, I have spent, a div on this build and it's functional. The next breakpoint is 50 divs. Then after you've upgraded to that point, the next breakpoint is like 2 mirrors. Whereas this is this has a crafting mechanic for, Circle of Fortune, that I can keep throwing things into Nemesis eggs, and the things that fail at the Nemesis eggs, I can throw at the turtle to try and get to kind of essentially re-roll those items. Like, there's multiple do-overs in this crafting loop. And it definitely is starting to feel like there's plenty of stuff in each individual mono. And that was the problem at the beginning. So basically, when we did our 1.0 launch, it just didn't feel like there was enough going on in any given mono. But like, now there's a lot of stuff going on in the monos.
Yeah,
the only sort of random event thing that could happen to you was the mage in 1.0.
Right. Mage and treasure chests, but the treasure chests are boring.
I was gonna say, the treasure chests are not terribly interesting in this game.
Although you can make them summon loot lizards.
Well,
That
that's
helps.
now.
You can now.
Yes. Now.
But
Yeah,
that was when we got our Atlas tree, aka the woven whatever tree.
Yeah. Which I appreciate that it is updated and does include the new season mechanic, so you can buff the amount of times that you find beasts in your maps.
You can have beasts and the Woven Echoes stuff in the same map. You just can't have the side zone in the same map that has a side zone for the beasts.
Right. Yeah, you
Okay.
can. So with the beasts, you go through the side zone, you kill the beast and pick which evolution you want, and then you have to fight that evolution, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, something like that.
In the map. And so you could fight those, but then the next time when you have to go into the side zone again and choose the evolution, that side zone can't be on the same map as the Weaver side zone.
Like a cemetery or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was worried that it was going to be just one or the other no matter what, and that would feel a little sad, but nope. You can definitely have a beast and then go into a cemetery or a tomb. I never remember which one is which.
Me neither. I didn't play nearly enough last season.
Cemetery, I think, is the actual map type, and Tomb is the random encounter, I think. The new act is interesting. It kind of reminds me of Act 6 in Path of Exile, where there's like large chunks of just a bunch of maps connected without a lot of backtracking and turning in quests. So and I don't know that it feels, I don't know if it's really large or if it's just I'm not used to everything yet.
I mean, it's definitely on the order of Act 9 rather than like the earlier acts.
Yeah. But I don't know if it seemed long just because it was my first time experiencing all of the zones and I don't have layouts memorized at this point.
I think that's a big part of it. But the zones are cool. They've done a lot to make all of the backgrounds really pretty. And just the zones themselves very pretty and feel more alive. But also, if it's your first playthrough, don't skip the side zones. There's some quests and weird stuff in there.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on with prehistoric Atera, because I have questions about all of that.
Yep. I feel like we need to do a spoiler show in another week or so. More folks have a chance to play through the story.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I've seen this one yet, so I might need to wait on that.
Yeah, no, we're not going to go into details. There's just some weird stuff going on. There's definitely world building that happens in this act.
Yeah, and also people just very much calling attention to like, hey, your actions in the past have repercussions in the future.
Because it's Chrono Trigger.
I mean, I've had I think we're the Immortal Emperor thoughts for a long time. So,
oh yeah, that's been my thought process all this time, is I have been afraid we're the Immortal Emperor. This is neither confirmed or denied at this point. So
Yep.
like this act has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, there's no new information on that front, so that theory definitely still stands.
I do appreciate how many weird theories we have about what's going on in this game, because it's a time travel game and they are enjoying making a weird time travel game.
Yes, they are.
And we've also encountered lots of different versions of the same character. Or same characters.
Yulia. Mostly only Yulia.
Ah!
Yeah, all right.
No.
I mean, even before this new act, there's a bunch of people that you meet in one timeline that are bosses later.
Right,
on.
there's a certain ship captain and our weird rogue friend. Yeah, no, like there's some stuff going on, and that's kind of what always pointed me in that direction of, are we the baddies?
Probably.
But it's.
I am curious, because you were mentioning this before the show. Why are you trying to make Meteor more expensive?
I'm playing a sorcerer build that wants to spam Frostclaw as much as possible, which
Okay.
you can make Frostclaw kind of expensive. It starts off reasonable. You can cast it without care, really. It's not free, and you can't make it free through any means I know of. But if you want, you can go the other way and just jack up the mana cost by making it like repeat and cascade and various other things. And I want to spam this very good spell as much as possible, but I need to have the mana for it somehow. And Meteor has a node that says, after you cast Meteor, the cost is refunded over the next few seconds. And Teleport has a node that says, after you cast Teleport, your next spell is free.
Aha.
So Meteor refunds its full mana cost, even if you paid no mana for it.
Oh, this is hilarious.
So I want it to cost as much as possible to get as much mana back as possible.
Delightful.
I am back on traps, because there's something that says when enemies are ignited, they spawn motes, and then those motes repeat my attacks.
Does it say attacks? I thought that was spells only.
1 second, let me reread it.
Because that's exactly why I'm playing with Frostclaw and Meteors.
It says fire skill.
Yeah, that'll work.
So yes, all of my detonating arrows, explosive traps. Yes, just gonna make the screen explosions.
Yeah, that is why I'm on a mage who wants to spam Frostclaw as much as possible. Because you can make Frostclaw hit like 20 or 30 times, which is great for the Ignite build.
Can you make Frostclaw fire?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can make it fire or lightning.
Does Meteor start out fire?
It does.
But yes, as a result of this, my son has been experiencing me playing Last Epoch, and he's been playing Minecraft Dungeons and was able to put 2 and 2 together and realize that Dad is playing a new Minecraft Dungeons alike. That's what these games are called. I don't make the rules.
Sounds right to me.
So he's decided that he wishes to play this, and so he's gotten started. And boy, it's a good thing that Last Epoch is relatively forgiving at the beginning of the game.
What is he playing?
He's playing a rogue because that's what I'm playing. And so he was like, I want to play. And it's very cool to be able to play a rogue that has a bow and you don't have to get arrows for it.
Do you have to get arrows in Minecraft Dungeon?
You sure do. They are a very limited resource.
All right.
Like, it's not even like you can buy more arrows. They just are drops throughout. So you start with a fixed amount, and then you have to hope to get drops as you go through the map. Certain arrows get more arrows per bundle than others. And there is, in fact, armor that can modify this.
Okay. I mean, I guess we did that as hunters in World of Warcraft.
I mean,
That we did.
you bought your arrows, or you crafted
Yes.
them.
Large stacks of them.
Crafted them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thorium bullets. So many thorium bullets.
But the other thing is getting used to the fact that you have more than one potion, and your potion isn't a 40-second cooldown.
Yeah, I feel like Minecraft Dungeon has given a very skewed take on this broader genre.
It's true. Also, there are so many numbers for him to now track. He's now getting to like the wait, what does this gear stuff do? Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. This game does have a lot of numbers in it.
It does. And we are on the same account, so I'm trying to steer him away from another fire build so we aren't poaching each other's gear. Because I was like, wait, why do you have so much oh, that's all of my money. But thus far, it does seem like a relatively reasonable game for a young child to play, which I'm happy with. Like most ARPGs, I would not say that about.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the item skill tree, or not the skill, like the skill passive tree is pretty great because it mostly makes sense within itself. And it's pretty kind of straightforward to like figure out what is going to go well with what. I think it only really gets complicated further when you factor in items that can modify your skills.
Yeah. No, I feel like we'll see how much he sticks with it. But like, I don't know. He's having fun with it so far. And I thought that was neat.
And it's also playing decent on the Steam Deck.
It is playing decent on the Steam Deck. One weird thing is, for some reason, my Steam Deck has like so much reads as having so much more latency than my PC. I wonder if I do not understand why that is. I wonder it might be because the Steam Deck is over wireless, but like I wouldn't think that would affect latency.
It does.
It does.
Fighting game players hate it so much.
I should try and I was going to say, I should try and figure out how to get a Ethernet cord to my Steam Deck, but I don't know how to do that without making my wife upset at what I would do to our family. Or I'll need to like drill a hole through all of my cabinetry.
Power line adapter?
It's not that far. I'd probably just drill a hole.
Say they are literally in the same room already. It's just issues running a cable from one side to the other.
And then on the subject of children playing games, my son is all in on Pokemon Red.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
First one.
Classic.
Yes. To the point that last night I broke out the soldering iron, cracked open my copy of Blue and
Ah.
finally got around to replacing
Replace
the
the
battery.
battery.
So now my son has an Alakazam.
Nice.
Like, I always knew that if he would give it if he'd really give it a try, that he would probably be really into Pokemon. And yeah, it finally happened.
And this will be the gateway drug to so many more things.
It will.
I was about to say, I'm surprised, like, because there is a reasonable way to kind of play Red right now, which is you can play Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah.
But no, he wants the classic Game Boy experience.
He wants the original experience.
And see, the thing is like Pokemon games are kind of the perfect baby's first JRPG.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm absolutely just like waiting for for that opportunity to be like, now take a look at this Final Fantasy or this Dragon Warrior.
Eli
so you like that speed, do you? How about some heroin?
Yeah, my kid did not pick up on Dragon Quest, even having played a ton of Pokemon.
Yeah. He's played a decent bit of Dragon Quest Builders. Like, he was pretty into it for a little bit.
I don't know. Like, I feel like Final Fantasy is maybe the better leaping off point.
Yeah.
Rather than Dragon Quest.
I have to admit, I never got into Dragon Quest.
I mean, the other option is I could, throw Persona at him. Because that's basically Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Wow.
How about you just
I wouldn't want to do that to a kid.
How about you just go straight to 4-job Fiesta?
I was about to say, there is subject matter mature subject matter in Persona 5 that I would, or any of the Personas, I would not expose my kid to.
No, a few years down the road, sure. But no,
might be just a little early for the depression there.
No, because I had the thought, because I've been playing Persona 5 Royal finally, and we're basically playing the same game. Just, mine has a lot more feels.
Royal is very good, though. I really enjoyed the extra content.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how well they like interwove it into the existing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, also this week was a reveal for the full patch notes for the upcoming Path of Exile 2 League. And there's a lot of stuff that looks cool. They're adding a item trading system that they've already said is coming to Path of Exile 1 at some point. So just like the currency exchange, there will be some form of non-chat based trade with other players. It will work kind of like the brokerage system in EverQuest 2 originally did, where you will have to go talk to an NPC in somebody's hideout to buy their items. But you know what? It's fine. It's better. It's so much better. They're coming up with a version of Abyss, which is wildly different than the normal Abyss, but it also looks cool.
Hey, Bell, though, did they turn the dial of game is fun up, or did they turn it down?
Okay, so if you watch the presentation, it makes you think, oh, hey, we've learned all these lessons about all these things that made the game slow and tedious and unfun. Like, they are removing, like, the weird animation lock for swapping weapons so that it took like a second and a half to swap weapons, and weapon swaps are instantaneous. Like, other things have gotten sped up a bit. But then you read the patch notes and it is Nerf City. And I'm
the reason behind this, I think, is that one of the primary restrictions they're removing is the one support gem per build limit. So you can actually put good supports on your skills. So they nerfed everything.
Yeah.
What?
But like, some of the nerfs don't make any sense. Like,
Thunder is half speed? Why?
Right, yeah, exactly. Like, Sunder is almost unusable in its current form because Sunder attacks at 60% of your attack speed. right
For
now,
reference, in
today.
Path of Exile 1, it attacks at 90% of your attack speed.
Yeah. So after the patch, Sunder will attack at 35% of your attack speed.
Oh, good grief.
Like, it
This
was
is
already
unusably
unplayable.
slow in Path of Exile 2 because you get hit while winding it up and it doesn't happen.
So I don't know.
Grateful to know that I don't have to rush my way through this Last Epoch season.
You know?
I can
Yeah,
just
like-
enjoy it and take my time and see if maybe they have another hotfix patch to fix some things in PoE 2 and make it sort of kind of fun adjacent before I stick back and see what's going on.
Yeah, like I really didn't make it very far in this past Path of Exile 2 season. And I'm very happy that we got Last Epoch first this time. So like I can look at this, I'm like, yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see later.
Yeah,
You know, once Last Epoch's, you know, lost its flavor, we'll see maybe, but you know, who knows?
Maybe I'll just go back and play more Path of Exile 1. Maybe
I might actually knock out some more challenges.
I don't know. I don't have to play that game, and it sounds like that game doesn't want me to play it.
Well, it's not like I have a shortage of games to play.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what else is in 2 weeks that we haven't talked about yet? Silksong is in 2 weeks. Path of Exile
That's
2 is not going to
right.
be played by me.
It's
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot that was what, like, I pasted it into the chat and I forgot that was announced.
it's really happening, and it's happening soon.
it's wild. Absolutely wild. I shan't believe it until I see it, but I might see it.
I mean, there are reviews out on game review sites now. Like, reviewers have gotten copies. and
Wait,
played
really?
No,
it.
they haven't.
They haven't?
No, they are not
didn't
giving out review copies.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody's getting a review copy.
Maybe they just
There
played it
are-
at a thing.
They might. There are people who have
People
been
played
giving-
it at Gamescom.
Yes, I did hear somebody who plays a lot of games I play say that the dash move, the movement suite of Hornet feels a lot like playing Hollow Knight and Celeste together, and I'm very, very excited.
But we didn't get Earthblade, so I guess it's going to have to do.
The people I know who played it at Gamescom were like, they all said the same thing, which I found to be weirdly low key. But they were like, "It's a worthy successor," and like didn't have anything else to say.
I mean, what else can you say?
The best part of the announcement this week was the companion piece from Jason Schreier and Bloomberg,
Yes.
which is
It's
why did Silksong take 7 years to make? Which, like, he teased, and it's like, oh, we're gonna find out all of the terrible secrets. Like, it's gonna be sad because we're gonna be sad because we like Team Cherry, and Team Cherry's like, yeah, no, we just were having fun making the game. We weren't under financial crunch to make the game faster. We had such a runaway success with Hollow Knight, like, we weren't really even super impacted by the pandemic. So like we could still hang out and like work together on it. And so we've just been like having a good time making this game for 7 years. As
Like,
like
If we hadn't finally decided that we do need to actually release a game, we would still be making new stuff for it.
and it's
We
like-
don't go on the internet, so we haven't seen any of the memes.
Yeah,
but
that
our
was my
family sends
favorite
it to
part.
us.
That was my favorite part, is like, we did not realize that you know, the memes were to that level.
It's like, oh man, does that mean we're gonna ruin their fun? Like they aren't gonna be able to silk post anymore.
They have the capability of silk posting in the funniest possible ways ever. Like, simply unparalleled if they so chose.
It is true, but like I'm just so happy. Like, man,
I'm totally here for game devs getting to have a good time making a video game, because
I'm glad someone is right now.
I'm also incredibly jealous of what is Jira? Is that a software? I can only dream about that level of.
Like the absolute like Zen master level of like, you know, I have a 2-bedroom apartment right now, but I think it would be better if I just had a 1-bedroom apartment, because then I don't have to take care of a second room. I definitely recommend reading. If you like, you've probably read it if you're a fan of Team Cherry, Hollow Knight, or Silksong. But yeah, I'm so hype. I'm not gonna get a bunch of time to play it when it immediately launches, and then I'm gonna have to get it for 2 consoles, one for the Switch and one for the Steam Deck, because otherwise me and my kid will both be playing it would be fighting for it.
Yep.
My son did manage to get Steelheart 80% completed.
Nice.
Very nice.
But then going for 100% died to Trader Lords just like his father.
Mm-hmm.
You know you don't have to do Trader Lord to get 100%.
Because you don't have to actually kill Radiance. Because you have to get Trader Lord to kill Radiance.
You do, yes.
Is there enough percent not behind Radiance?
There's a 112 total percent.
I
And
guess
if we ignore that 4 of those is the Pantheons,
we should ignore
there's
that
still plenty.
Four of those. I guess some of the Pantheons I could probably do. I could probably do the first and second Pantheon without a problem. Actually, do those deaths count?
Yes, they sure do.
Oh.
Unlike the Dream Fights, the Pantheon deaths count.
So does Grim.
Grim also counts.
Isn't Nightmare King Grim a percent?
You can get that percent by getting Carefree Melody. So no. Banishing the troop gets you the same percent as killing Nightmare King Grim.
Interesting. But I'm very impressed because that does mean he had to do Steelheart Watcher Knights, which is one of the more harrowing moments in that entire adventure.
Watcher Knight is definitely the hardest boss you have to beat in any percent. I know they tried to make the Hollow Knight harder after launch, but no.
Anyways, Silksong. I have been so hyped since I saw that. And I mean, they started announcing it on Tuesday. Like, they announced that there would be an announcement on Thursday. And then, of course, you have Jeff Keighley like posing in a clown mask or with a clown nose. And my favorite troll was Shocks announcing that we were going to get footage from a hotly anticipated sequel to a game that's like almost a decade in the making, and then shows a trailer for Dawn of War 4.
Look, I'm honestly interested in Dawn of War 4.
Yeah. Not gonna lie,
admittedly, yes.
I am slightly more hyped for Dawn of War 4 than I am Silksong, if I'm honest.
Reasonable.
That's a reasonable thing to be.
I mean, I really liked Dawn of War's take on that genre, so
It was really good.
The thing is, I didn't realize there was a Dawn of War 3.
That's because it wasn't.
It wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
1 and 2, great. 3. I did not pay any attention to the Kirby Air Riders Direct.
It's very funny.
I am excited for that one.
Like,
Sakurai added a second button, unfortunately.
And yeah, it had many memeable moments in it because Sakurai is like that.
Sakurai is just really funny.
You open up your presentation about a video game not with excitement and enthusiasm, but with
making games is hard.
Why is making a video game so hard? I mean, I don't know. I never played Kirby Air Ride. Like, I don't even think I realized this game existed. Like, but most of the presentation was Sakurai going into like very explicit details about how the buttons would work on this game and like how this game is different than Mario Kart, because like if you try and control a Kirby Air Rider like you would control a Mario Kart character, mostly you're just gonna not have a good time.
So the context here is that Kirby Air Ride 1 has something like a 60 on Metacritic. It reviewed awfully. Reviewers did not know how to play this game.
Yeah. And it is a much more important game than it ever gets credit for.
But also, it's a weird game. Like it's a really weird game.
I mean, that seems appropriate for a Kirby game.
So yeah, a racing game where drifting and boosting is the primary way to go faster. But the way that works is not the same way it works in Mario Kart. Also, attacking things makes you go faster.
Yes, it's a lot more like, but attacking things is kind of automatic. It seemed like
It's automatic in most cases, like with an ability. Probably want an ability that attacks things. Those are good.
sure, but there's not. Is there a button you press to attack?
No.
Yeah,
There's only
no.
one button. It's the boost button.
There was only one button.
Fair. Now there's a second button.
Unfortunately.
Used
Which
for
is
specials, which was a new gauge they gave you that was not in the previous game.
Yes. But like this one is where I was like, do you just, if you are close to an enemy and you have a copy power, like, do you just automatically copy them? Or is there not a copy ability button?
There is not. I don't remember if boosting your enemies let you copy them, but like there's not a separate button for it.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's been a while. And unless they release it on Switch Online things, I don't have a way to play the game at the moment. The old one. Which doesn't seem like a thing they would do, given the new one on the horizon. But honestly, Air Riders is kind of the backup Kirby news, since Star-Crossed Worlds comes out in like a week.
And Star-Crossed Worlds is?
DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Ooh. Are we still playing as Kirby?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you never know.
That's a fair statement, especially when you do like to add, hey, play as X character for an extra challenge mode in Kirby bonus games.
Yep.
I'm more curious, like, who's going to show up, what they're going to do for it. Because the theme seems to be a bunch of crystal stuff, and I have no idea, like, what this particular pretends. Last time we saw a bunch of crystals in a Kirby game was Kirby 64. Really, I'm just glad to have more Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
I am also excited for more Kirby in the Forgotten Land. So when they do DLCs like this, do I get to look forward to a new and even harder boss than the last one?
Probably.
Oh boy.
This is the first time they've done, this is the first paid DLC they've done for a Kirby game at all.
Mm.
And
What was the Magalore expansion?
I mean, that was just included in the game.
Oh, that was just included in the game?
It's included in the remake.
Oh, okay. That was part of a remake. Got it.
But for Kirby Star Allies, they did make the arena even harder when it finished getting its free DLC.
Exciting.
I wouldn't be too surprised if they did that again.
So to shim in a quick topic, I have continued my further descent back into miniatures and wargaming. I hung out at a friend's house that has like large chunks of most of the paint ranges, and he printed me up a bunch of random things to paint so that I could try and decide, one, what paint range I liked, and two, what recipe I wanted for my eventual Space Wolf army. Also, I had no clue the level of complication that GW has done with their plastic mini lines, because I had not actually looked at them yet. Like I guess like looking at the boxes, I was kind of expecting it to be like the old plastic kits used to be for GW, where you got some torsos, you got some legs, you got some arms.
Oh boy.
And
You're in for a treat, aren't you, Bill?
Yeah, no, I've looked through the instructions now. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. Not exactly sure why they needed to complicate it, but they did.
Because plastic is magic.
Because, well, it feels like they basically created plastic versions of their metal minis so that everything has one pose, and you're going to use it. And here's the pieces that go together for this one pose. But so yeah, like basically I'm now to the point where I need to put everything together so that I can continue down, because I figured out what I wanted for look, and I'm pretty happy with that. And now I just need to go through the process of actually assembling things so that I can start painting them. And I'm planning to go a squad at a time so that hopefully at least that one squad looks the same. But yeah, like I had been out of, like, so 2005 was the last time that I really played Warhammer. And a lot has changed since then.
A lot has changed since then.
Yeah, yeah. Like the entire hobby has changed since then, like by large measures.
I'm very excited because today was the release of my personal favorite 40k faction update. Because I played Space
Votan?
Dwarves. Yeah, my Space Dwarves are out.
Yay!
They're fixed.
And you have a Space Dwarf Psyker. Sort of.
I mean, I guess they think they're a priest.
I mean, that's a thing that exists now. It's a cool model.
It is a cool model. No, they've been doing a really good job with the aesthetics and just general everything.
There's someone out there that has a very accurate looking set of resin squats that at some point I want to print up and assemble for old space dwarves. Because like when I first started playing Warhammer, they were already out of print at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Goofy looking trikes and everything.
oh yeah, they're real silly. I've been impressed at their dedication to nostalgia without being a slave to it. Like the new ones have trikes, but they're not silly, but they are still trikes.
Yeah. I like the transport carriers. I like them a lot for the new ones.
Yeah,
They kind of remind me of the vehicle from Moon Patrol, the Atari game.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're great. No, there's some very like NASA punk vibes going on with them, and I'm a big fan of that. Spending my afternoon assembling them while watching DuckTales with my kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I've decided is
Watch
set
DuckTales.
myself up like a little box of parts and assemble them while watching movies and such.
Yeah, it works great.
I've started watching Dan to Dan, and like that may be what I end up watching while I assemble.
There's a wild juxtaposition to Space Wolves.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to make Space Wolves that aren't baby blue, so we'll see how well that works.
You got options, man.
It will be very dark gray. Okay, Kodra, there's another topic on here that's just like, I think there's some other video game news, and I know it wasn't the Silksong topic because that was up above. What is this one?
Oh, it's just the Gamescom and the like one night only. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of other news that happened, but like for me, it was like I was very excited for Silksong and kind of Kirby Air Ride. Like, yeah, Gamescom happened and we got a bunch of new trailers. Like, we're gonna get a new Fallout season. They're going to New Vegas.
Vampire Bloodlines 2 is still a thing.
Yep.
And it has a release date soon.
What?
Yes. Vampire Bloodlines now has a release date.
I want to be excited so bad.
I don't know if this game is going to be good.
I don't know. I'm going to try it. I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Like, I owe it to my younger self to give this game a go, but
It's had a trying time.
How could it be good?
I think it's been through like 3 studios at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, the game that they're releasing is, quite frankly, not the game that was originally in development.
I mean, I would hope so. I have to pay for the premium edition if I want to be a Toreador.
Sucks.
Do I have to do any stupid hoops if I'm going to be a Tremere?
Can't.
What? Okay, no sale.
Yeah, I don't even know what the base clans. No, Tremere's one. Tremere's one of the clans. You've got Banu Hakim. I don't know who that is. Tremere, Ventru.
Is that the new name of the Assamite?
Probably. Oh yeah, and Bruha's here. So Bruha, Banu Hakim, which I would have to guess that's probably Assamite. Tremere and Ventru, and then Toreador and Lasombra are available as DLC.
Toreador is a wild decision.
I just googled. That is the new name of the Assamites.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's probably okay.
I mean, honestly, I'm amazed that only one of those clan names has changed.
Yeah, right?
I am interested enough to give it a shot.
Did any of you see the reveal for the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 game?
I mean, I saw that it was revealed, but nothing beyond that.
I feel like I was watching this and I was like, this game looks interesting and fun and like something that like what am I looking at? And then like splash screen Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I was like, what the heck is a Call of Duty Black Ops 7 game even? Because like this looks like a like space fantasy game.
Yes.
I mean,
Black Ops has always been sci-fi bullshit.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Like they have Modern Warfare for modern stuff, but they've been doing ridiculous nonsense with Black Ops.
Like the original Black Ops.
The first one was the one with zombies.
Yeah, the original Black Ops is actually a really interesting game.
When Call of Duty decides to do a campaign, it's actually rather good, and like they had a really, really good, I forget which one it was. I think it was one of the Black Ops had like a really good co-op.
The first COD Black Ops was what brought us COD Zombies. Which has been a thing ever since.
I don't know if they seem to be hyping that this game has a co-op campaign, like that was something new to the COD Black Ops thing.
I mean, I think that is new.
Okay.
Because Zombies has been a separate thing.
Yeah, so it was separate
there was
game
a
mode.
co-op. There was like a co-op stealth campaign in one of the Call of Duties, but it might not have been Black Ops.
But yeah, they're doing apparently a co-op campaign. I don't know if it's good or not, but boy, it looked wild. And like they play like the trailer like plays for like 2 minutes. I'm like, this game looks interesting. And I'm like, this does not look like Call of Duty once that reveal happened.
Yeah, no. It is its own thing. I have zero interest in regular Call of Duty. I quite enjoy Black Ops.
I did see that there's going to be an expansion to Cult of the Lamb.
Another one, yeah.
Yeah. I should go back and check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, and they also announced that you can have a chocobo in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
And they're bringing Omega, the FF14 version, to Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yep.
That is going to be nonsense.
Behemoth required a tank when it came to World. I don't know what they're going to do for this.
Well, we're also getting the counterpoint crossover with 14.
Yeah, 14 is getting Sacrets and Arkveld.
I'm a little surprised it's Arkveld.
It's the current flagship from this generation, so...
Yeah, because it's specifically Monster Hunter Wilds collab, so...
I would have liked Zoshia, though. I get that Zoshia is not exactly on the cover.
I mean, we got some more footage of the new Onimusha game, and I'm still on board with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played Onimusha
Can't believe that series
I don't know how long.
back.
Yeah.
Can't believe that series is coming back. Not sad about it.
Yeah.
Also DLC for Indiana Jones.
Right.
Unbelievably hyped for that.
I'm also like really interested in Outer Worlds 2, but I'm probably just going to play it via Game Pass rather than buy it, which is probably not what they want me to do.
No, probably not.
I did see some stuff about Enshrouded adding water physics and stuff to the game, so I'm curious how that ends up playing out. There's another chapter, whatever season, whatever they call their expansions, called Wake of the Water.
I'm excited about any new content for that game. Every time they've added stuff, it's been great. The game was great to begin with.
Yeah, this is coming out in October.
Which one is this one?
Enshrouded, it's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
It's basically like, what if Valheim was significantly higher fidelity and actually had a better story? Or like actually had a story?
Any story? Yeah.
I mean, like, it is my favorite survival-y sandbox game right now.
Survival crafting game.
Yeah. I mean, you can glide, and it's fun, and you can teleport up to really high, tall places and glide from them, so... And the building is fun. Like, you can build cool bases, and you have little
as much as you
NPCs.
want, and nothing will collapse on you.
Yeah. You got like NPC friends to rescue, and like that alone makes it more enjoyable, because like that's kind of the thing that like Minecraft always reaches a point where it feels stale because the world doesn't really feel like it's inhabited by anyone because villagers aren't real people. Like, so it always feels like I'm like, unless I'm playing on a server with other people, it just feels like it's me in a fairly dead world that I remember all the things to get everything that I want, and can, get like diamond stuff within hours. Whereas Enshrouded feels like it's a much more alive world. And there's an interesting story of how that world fell apart. So, Kodra, have you been doing some more Starfinder Society?
Yeah, so this weekend is Dragonflight, where we are at. And so there's a whole bunch of games running for Society play. So me and my kid are doing them. And one of the things that I didn't realize when I was at Gen Con is, you're allowed to make a character at level 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, or 7. And there's not really any reason to do that right now because all of the adventures they've released are for level 1. But this does mean that once they start releasing adventures for level 3, if you have a level 3 character and you want to do those and your friends want to come and play a game with you, they can just make characters at that level and play the game with you. They don't have to grind up.
Good.
And this is new for Starfinder Society.
Now, this was always a huge flaw back in the days of the RPGA living campaigns. Is you get your friend is interested in the thing and it's like, great, but I mean they can't play at the table you're playing at.
Yes, exactly. It's a problem, and now
you could make a new character and go play at their table with them, but you have your level 9 character that you've been working on for years. Yeah.
Well,
and the idea that you could this idea that you could have but you could have characters of different levels in a party, no, you can't. That was never true.
No, 5e's eventually allowed that, but it sucks.
So you will always be able to have the character bands for Starfinder Society are going to be size 2.
That's yeah.
That's
so
fine.
You can be I can be a level 2 character with a bunch of level 1s, and it mostly works. That's not actually a big enough difference for somebody to feel useless. But yeah, it's not like you can have a level 5 and a level 1, and the level 5 is just going to steamroll, be way too more valuable than the level 1. The other thing they've done is basically cut the time of their sessions. So previously they were trying to go for about so it's 12 XP to level up, and they were previously going for about 1 XP per hour. So it takes 12 hours of play to level up. Now with Starfinder, it's about half that. So it's about 6 hours of a play, 6 different play sessions, 6 to 9 hours really, to level up versus 12 to 15. And I heard some comments about how people felt like they weren't going to have enough time with their characters because they would only be playing them for 60 to 90 hours. And I was like, I'm never going to play that. I will be amazed if I play this character to level 10.
I too was in college once.
Yeah.
And I guess these just seem like really good changes. It's not like you can't make another character. I have already made another character. That's the other thing is I'm allowed to replay scenarios I've already played in, just with a different character. And so, if I've played a scenario at Gen Con, I can still play that scenario again with my kid, with another character I made.
They decided that's not cheating.
They've decided that that's not cheating.
Good.
It was very funny because, I was very much not cheating, not suggesting to do anything, but my kid encountered something and was I knew it was gonna get reanimated, And like without prompting, my kid's like, I want to chop these bodies up. I was like, oh, I'm just so proud that you've got the adventurer's instinct in ya, you crazy little murder hobo.
They have been well taught.
The module explicitly says if somebody chops them up, there's another body in the sand that get reanimated, so the encounter still fires. But I was just so amused.
Oh, man.
It was great. But the other thing I want to talk about, because I know a lot of people here have played Pathfinder Adventure Paths. These are so much deviated from the Adventure Paths difficulty. Like, these are designed to be beaten by four suboptimally built characters.
4 randoms.
Yeah, like, their pre-gens are not optimally built characters, and that's mostly what people are sitting down and playing these games with. Like, one of the adventurers required me to play a pre-gen because it was one of the specials, and like I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I'm a guns blazing envoy, and I was like, wait a second, I don't have anything that I can do to make use of the guns blazing feature on this character.
Aww.
Oh. Like, I'm a guns blazing envoy with 2 pistols. Simple, not martial pistols. I was like, oh, this character is sad, and basically whenever you put pin to your own character, you're gonna be better than this. But we had a great time. We're playing as a bunch of space pirates, and it's a lot of fun. My other character I made is a punk rock mystic that plays a guitar, because for some reason the cleric is also where the bard is, but the bard it's a bard with a primal spell list. So like I cast bard song and then I like shoot lightning bolts from my guitar. It's pretty cool. It's extremely punk rock. Yeah, it's very metal. I breathe fire, I shoot lightning from my guitar, and I heal people's wounds. But yeah, like I definitely, more unreservedly than I ever have, I think I can recommend playing Starfinder Society. Because no matter what happens, like at any point, you can be like, hey, this is fun. If a friend wants to join me, they can. And they will be able to have a good time. And even if they're not like interested in making a character, there's probably going to be like a pre-gen level 3 character at the table that they can pick up, because they also have pre-gens of all of the iconics. Just understand, no guarantees on the quality of the builds there, but it's fine. Like we've never had anyone really even close to dying in these games, so I think it's well balanced for like a broad spectrum, as opposed to their adventure paths where they do seem to just want you to die a whole bunch, which I don't necessarily agree with. And I don't.
It is wild. It is wild to me how like uneven the difficulty on those is.
Yeah, I really don't know. I would be fascinated to hear the differences in design philosophies between like the people making the adventure paths and the people making the organized play modules.
I am curious to see what they get around to actually writing for Starfinder 2, because their very last Pathfinder 2, or their very last Starfinder 1 adventure path was very giant robot focused.
Starfinder definitely feels like where they go to have fun, and I'm really excited about that. We also had our first, we kicked off this Shadowrun campaign this week, which I'm personally very excited about.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
We went on a run. The run went remarkably well until it didn't. Through no fault of our own.
This is what Hazards pays for.
Yeah, you think we're actually getting that hazard pay?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try to get it, but
Sure.
Somebody should be paying us.
No, I think that cred stick we found, I think that's going to be the extent of our hazard pay.
It's wild how many of those structures were once upon a time deeply sci-fi and are now, I mean, you can think of an SD card as like a cred stick.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, you go back and you look at stuff in like the original Shadowrun rules and like compared to modern tech.
And like I always wonder, did tech evolve down this vector because sci-fi put the thoughts in people's minds, or did it just evolve there naturally?
Oh, I mean, at least in part because sci-fi put it in people's minds. Like, I mean, Taser literally stands for Tom Swift Electric Ray. Like, this is not a new thing.
And the verbatim multicolor 3.5-inch discs were absolutely inspired by Star Trek. I've heard people talking about that.
Yeah, I think in particular, like form factors of things definitely tend to be inspired by that. But yeah, you look at a Shadowrun Comlink, and you're like, my actual phone does all of this.
Exactly, like
my phone is more advanced than this thing.
And more.
I think this looking at the Starfinder Comlinks, actually.
This is also kind of like the joke, though. Like, they actually had to change Shadowrun because technology modified itself in a way that they were not predicting. Like, it used to be you had to be hardwired into everything.
Yeah. No, I mean, they've changed it more than once for that reason.
And then they're like, oh, no one's going to know why you would hardwire yourself into a computer when wireless exists.
I mean, they want, lower latency, clearly.
You mean you use your hands? It's like a baby's toy.
Elijah, do we have any other short topics real quick?
I played Wormspan for the first time today, and that game is very fun and like a different take on Wingspan, but you get to be dealing with dragons. So
one of my friends has picked that up. We played Wingspan, and basically everybody else at the table was like, okay, I need a copy of this game.
Wingspan's very fun. Wormspan is a slightly different version on it, slightly different rules, but still like fundamentally the same concepts, but with, dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically we played Wingspan, and everybody was like, I want my own copy of this. I was like, okay, yeah, they got it at the game store. There's also a Wingspan but with fish, and a Wingspan but with dragons. And the one friend was like, you're all going to have copies of Wingspan. I can just play yours. I'll get Wormspan.
A Wormspan like YRM.
Yes.
WYRM.
I thought it was just the inverse of Wingspan. Like, sometimes you're the bird and sometimes you're the worm.
Oh, but the I will say the fish one, Finspan, is significantly different. Like, it feels like that's a much more different evolution on the game.
Okay. Yeah, I know that it exists. I don't really know anything beyond that.
Well, I think that's a show. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it, and we will see you again next week. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
night.
Good night.
See ya.